interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Man, that intro is pretty darn long, isn't it? John's not here. Not yet. He'll be here. I assume. I haven't heard from him all day, but I'm assuming he'll be here at some point. So, but Laura, you don't owe me anything this week because John was here last week and I didn't pay you, so you don't have to pay me. So we're even. We're good. Anyway. Yes. I'm here. Barely awake. Halfway through a very large job. And there is some kind of noise going on outside. I have no idea what it is. It's not picking up in the mic, but I can hear it. So, yeah, this will be fun. Especially no John here right now. It's just me. We're good. We are good. John will be here. John will be here. He'll get here eventually. He always does. I haven't heard from him. I'm assuming he's on his way. The door's unlocked. I actually left the door unlocked this time. Look at me go. I have no idea what the hell this noise outside is. It just started, like right when I put my headphones on. And I don't hear it now. I have no idea. Anyway. I met some listeners last night. Yeah, John's probably fine. John's bald, but John's probably fine. I haven't seen John since he got his hair cut. Where is the other guy from the Living Brain Dead? Which other guy from the Living Brain Dead? There's two other guys from the Living Brain Dead. You're saying not Jill. Yeah, Jill shaved John's head. I have not seen him in person since then. It happened, I don't even know. It happened like Friday, I think. I don't know. It was one day that I was out with Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido. Is it safe to say Johnny B. Good? Yeah, I suppose you could say Johnny B. Good. But again, I haven't really talked to him since he lost his hair. So I'm gonna turn my headphones down. Shit's loud. Now it's too low. I'm gonna have to fix it again. Anyway, I was out with Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido for like 3 straight days. Is John hiding because of his haircut? No, I don't think so. John's not entirely bald, but he got a nice little buzz cut. I've seen pictures. I cannot get this headphone volume right there, right here. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I've seen pictures, but I haven't seen him in person. And I spent I guess there's one more bald guy in the Living Brain Dead now. Yeah, yep. But yeah, I spent 3 days basically hanging out with Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido, and it was a terrible idea. Particularly Friday. No, the M on my shirt is not for meat. Yes, Metallica. Is this just a phase for him? So you guys didn't get a good look at his haircut last week, and it was so like I saw pictures after the fact. It was not like whoever did his hair should not be doing hair. So once I saw those pictures, I'm like, yeah, go ahead, shave his head. I'm like, John, don't even fight it. Just do it. Shit'll grow back. Like, just do it. Yeah, I was sitting around last Thursday and I get a text from Nick John Gabriel Lucido, and he's like, hey, I'm doing an open mic over at this place. I'm like, if you're inviting me to show up, I can be there in an hour. And he says, yep, I am. Like, all right, cool. So I went and hung out with him. He was doing the open mic. I hung out with him. Friday night, we went out and saw Grosh again. Second time in a week. I was fully expecting us to not stay the entire time for Grosh, since both of us had to be up in the morning to go to Syracuse. John, you don't have to self-sabotage because you're playing with Rob Zombie. John's hair was a bit what? I don't even have this up over here. This is only up on my screen here, so I'm only reading comments off the screen. Here we go. Okay. Just think about it. When John met you, he had a ponytail. Now, Grosh was good though. Absolutely. I was with a couple of friends. There was no barbecue. I was with one of my friends and her friends. And there's this one dude like hits on my friend. And then I see him hit on her friend. Like, cause she shut him down. So he starts hitting on the friend. So I tell the girl, I tell the friend, I'm like, yo, listen, if you need me to like pretend I'm your boyfriend or something, like just let me know. So that if these, if it gets these dudes off you, if you need me to do that, like let me know. She's like, I can handle myself. I'm like, look, I got you. Like, I understand you can handle yourself, but if you need me to have your back, I got your back. And if I need somebody to have my back, there's 3 dudes right here. They got my back. And it was Maximo directly in front of me. It's Leland and it's Nick Lucido. And I'm like, none of those dudes are going to let anything fucking happen to anybody I'm talking to. So it's like, it was like, we're good. You're good. I'm good if I need backup. Who is this other POTUS? We got 2 POTUSes in the chat now? Because dudes be creeps. Yeah, so apparently, like, he wasn't actually hitting on the other girl, like my friend's friend. He was trying to talk up his friend to her. I was going to fight you for no barbecue. Nah. No, but I mean, like, in all seriousness, though, like, if something were to go down, you guys ain't going to let shit happen to me. I know that. Same thing, I wouldn't let shit happen to you guys. But the important thing was, like, I wanted my friends to feel safe. It was their first Grosh show. So it's like, if you guys need me to do something to stop these dudes hitting on you or whatever, like, I know you guys got this, but I got you. Text screen game, what? POTUS is multiplying. Max says he'll beat a motherfucker. Damn right. That's what I'm like, look, nothing's gonna happen here. Like, if these dudes are fucking bothering you, just let me know. I got your back, and if I need somebody to have my back, these dudes got my back. We got two POTUS triple X's in the chat. Are we supposed to fight at Grosh shows? No. Hopefully not. But I mean, if we had to throw down, I honestly, truly believe you guys would have thrown down with me if I needed you to. Luckily, it didn't come to that. And then, like, but I'm fully expecting Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido, and I to be, like, leaving early because Nick had to be on the road and driving before I was getting picked up in the morning. So my friend ends up saying, hey, look, it's getting late. I want to go home. We're going to take off. I'm sure you guys probably aren't staying long either. Like, yeah, we're probably going home soon too. No, actually, I looked at Nick and I said, nah, he's vibing. We're staying. We're going to be here all night. I will never start anything, but we'll absolutely finish it. Yeah, absolutely. I am not saying you fight at Grosh shows. Why are there 2 POTUSes? I don't even know who's behind either POTUS, but there's 2 POTUSes in the chat. But, so, my friends are getting ready to leave, so I'm like, You know, my friend was with somebody else, like came with her. So I'm like, you're okay. And I turned to her friend and said, where are you parked? She tells me where she's parked. I'm like, do you want me to walk you to your car? She said, sure. So I walked her to her car because, again, safety. It's, you know, shit probably isn't gonna happen, but it is 1 o'clock on Elmwood on a Saturday morning. Like, shit could happen. Don't worry about it, Joe. You need to be haunted for your no barbecue. Joe, how happy are you with the Mania main event? Your boy won the WWE. We'll talk about that when John gets here, I'm sure. But yeah, so I go to text Nick and tell him, hey, I'm just walking my friend to my car. I'll be to her car. I'll be back. So I walk. So I get the girl to her car, start heading back, and I'm about to text Nick. Like I just look at my phone and I realize, oh shit, I never actually hit send. So I just added to that text. I'm like, and I forgot to hit send, so I'm on the way back now. He didn't even see it until I pointed it out to him that I texted him. I got home at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nick texted me at 3 that he got home. And I'm just like, all right, I'm going to do this job. I could get 2.5 hours of sleep, and then it's off to Syracuse. What if Joe is kidnapping people because he's so chill, his victims will even... Yeah, no, let's not start that rumor. When I'm with my friends, I want my friends to be safe. I want my friends to be safe regardless of if I'm with them. But I want if I'm with them and I can do something about it, I want my friends to be safe. So, you know, I made sure my friend got to her car. My friend's friend got to her car. Okay, you know. Last song they did, the cover was fucking... Dude, all the songs they did, like, all the covers they did were fucking awesome. All the covers all night. Look at this bald-ass motherfucker.
I'm on Death Road.
You're on Death Road?
Yeah.
Road?
Yeah.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I'm out of it.
You sound out of it.
Yeah. Allergies.
Yeah.
Really bad. I got tissues. I'm not going to use your headset today. I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't know. It's something serious. But...
I'm like kidnapping people to have their meat for a barbecue. No! I'm not kidding. I am not kidnapping people.
Well, thank God you got a trash can here.
There's no garbage bag in it, but that's fine, dude.
Oh,
don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. You okay? You can go home if you want, man. You don't gotta stay here.
I've been in bed for the last 3 days. Okay.
That's why I haven't seen you. So I want my enemies to be safe. No, I don't want my enemies to be safe. I want my friends to be safe.
Yes, I am involved now.
How was jail? I didn't go to jail. Who went to jail? Did you go to jail?
I went to jail.
You went to jail? What'd you go to jail for?
I killed Elmo.
You killed Elmo. Holy shit, that's a bald motherfucker. John been sipping the NyQuil. You've probably been sipping the NyQuil, yeah?
It hasn't been working.
John's not pissed. John's just sick. I don't know, man. That's a good look for you. And it'll grow back.
Starting to.
John went to jail. That would explain why I haven't seen him in a week.
I'm caught up wrestling now.
You're caught up on wrestling finally?
What the fuck happened? It's backstabbing, a backstabbing, a backstabbing. And you think they're friends? They're not friends.
Oh, man.
Great work, though. Great work. Triple H is doing wonderful.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got home at 2 a.m. and I left here at like 8 a.m. on Saturday morning and went to Syracuse.
That's fun.
John does look like Stone Cold before he fully shaved it, but John is ginger. Rumor has it NyQuil fucks some folks up.
It's just my allergies are messed up.
Joe, can you announce? No, I don't think I'm going to announce that. Maybe I'll announce that.
I'm the ringmaster.
You're the remaster?
The ringmaster.
Ringmaster, okay.
What did he used to be called?
What's that?
When he had a buzz hat with a buzz cut?
He was the ringmaster.
The ringmaster.
Yeah. Or superstar Steve Austin in ECW when he first shaved it.
Superstar?
Rosie gets really weird when she takes NyQuil. Maximo can confirm.
Nah, it's just fucking allergies.
Yeah.
This whole fucking weather's fucked up.
You need an allergy pill or something, dude? You good?
You got some?
Yeah.
Really ruined my headache.
Yeah, what do we got here? We got allergy relief. Loratadine tablets, which is like Claritin. You need one?
Yeah. I had a bell on my date.
Ooh, John.
I couldn't even get out of bed.
John had a date and he couldn't go.
There you go.
Allergy pill for you, bro.
Thanks.
Hopefully that'll clear you up a little bit.
I still have my Pepsi though.
Oh, I got.
I dropped it.
You got it.
Drummers.
I got
I'm too old.
I got a lid for your Pepsi too, but it's in the kitchen, so I'll get it for you because I don't want to get more fucking ants. I think I got rid of most of them. I've only seen like one today. Does ThinkSoJoE want to go to Comic-Con this year? Kind of.
I'm going. I don't give a shit. If I'm on my deathbed, I'm going.
My late 90s crush is going to be there, so kinda. Yeah. I just took some NyQuil capsules and spent the day in urgent care again. Oh, that's fun.
We could run all the cosplayers trying to look like Macho Man, Randy Savage, wrestlers.
John, how does it feel being the only bald person in Living Brain Dead?
Well, I could pull it off.
Just one Pepsi. So let me tell you about this Metallica show. Because we haven't gotten into that. We were talking about the night before.
I saw something on YouTube.
You saw something on YouTube?
Some of the show on YouTube.
Some of the show? Okay.
It's posted.
So we got Snake Pit. I won Snake Pit.
I was trying to look for you too.
I won Snake Pit like Thursday or Friday or something. So it's like, oh shit, we're gonna be like right up front again. And we also had the early access, so we're like, okay, cool. So we go to the merch table outside because my buddy is like, I'm getting one of these posters at retail cost because he's got them from all the shows we've been to. So he's like, I'm getting one at retail. I'm not paying the extra. Like, I'm getting one today. So we go wait in line. He gets the posters. I want the shirt that looks like the poster. They don't have the shirt that looks like the poster. I'm like, that's weird. They usually have the shirt that looks like the poster. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll settle for this one. It's got the picture of the stadium on it here. Right? So I'm like, all right, I'll just get this one. And it says Syracuse on the back. So it's like, I have a shirt from the show. Then we get inside, we find out one of the merch tables inside had the fucking shirt with this poster on it. So I'm like, I already spent 40 fucking bucks on this shirt, 45, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna go spend another $45 on another shirt just because they didn't have it outside. Fuck it. Like, I'm not moving from this spot. I am literally like, I was basically the keeper of the wah pedal.
Yeah.
Because like everybody wanted to get a picture of the wah pedal. Like, there's all these dudes that got the I Disappear pass, which is the one where you could go to like every single Metallica show, and they got their passes, and they're holding it up to the wah pedal and they're taking pictures of the passes, and then there's other people coming over like, hey, can you take a picture of that for me? Like, yeah, sure, you know. So I was basically the keeper of the wah pedal.
Nice.
And you know, I wasn't moving from that spot to go get a t-shirt or whatever. So but Suicidal comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's how we got started here, was talking about just one Pepsi. So Suicidal Tendencies comes on. I've been waiting to see Suicidal Tendencies. I saw them in 99. I didn't know any fucking songs by them except the one that they didn't play. And I couldn't hear shit. The sound was fucking awful for Suicidal. Fucking awful. Anytime Mike's saying anything between songs, I can't understand a damn word he's saying. Out of all the songs they played, I recognized one of them, and I was kind of trying to sing along, but I'm like, I don't know where the fuck I am in this song. Because the sound was just terrible. And then Pantera comes on. First of all, a kid behind me goes, oh man, they didn't play Institutionalized. That's the one song I wanted to hear. That's the only song I know by them. I'm like, yeah, that's how I was in 1999. When I saw them then.
They don't play that song?
No, I've seen them twice now. They have not played it. And then Pantera comes on. And the tendencies, the sound is a little bit better for Pantera. Little bit. But I still texted this to Nick Lucido. I said, hey, what the fuck key did Pantera play this love in? Because it sure as fuck wasn't the right one. He says, dude, I'm not a huge fan to boot. And he sounds like he just smoked a whole pack of smokes back to back. And he's just walking around the stage with no energy. Lame. I said, for real, like, I feel like they were better in Detroit, but I'm just not into this set. Though I did just get a Zakk Wylde fist bump. By the way, the sweatiest fucking fist bump I have ever gotten was from Zakk Wylde the other night. And about Phil Anselmo, I said, also, this is the only motherfucker I've ever seen have a wire on his wireless mic. He's walking around, he's got a wireless pack in his pocket with a mic, with a wire coming out of it to his microphone. So he can, like, hang it over his neck and fucking twirl it around and shit. Like, okay, but can you, like, sing the songs in key? Like, that'd be nice. You sounded good in New York. You sounded good in fucking Detroit. Why the fuck do you sound like shit in Syracuse? What the fuck key were you guys playing this love in? Because it sure as fuck wasn't the right one. Rosie says, Pantera sucks live now. I fucking hate Zakk Wylde, though. Our little 13-year-old guitarist is named after him. ST rules. Joe saw them in 99 with his walking stick, yeah. So, everybody was fucking disappointed with Pantera.
No, it wasn't. I'm not even a big fan.
I always maintain that, like, I like their music, but fuck Phil Anselmo. And, like, also, this is not Pantera.
No.
Vinny and Dime were the fucking heart of Pantera, and this is not fucking Pantera. But when I saw them in New York, when I saw them in Detroit, they played the songs pretty well. If I closed my eyes, I wouldn't know the fucking difference. But they sounded like shit in Syracuse.
I did get to see the drummer.
I saw Vinny. With Hell Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
When they played with Avatar.
I saw them when they played with Godsmack.
No, I saw him play with Avatar at fucking Rapids. I hated the Pantera set at Rocklahoma 2022 and also agree with what you're saying. So I've always maintained I would not pay to go see them on their own fucking tour, but seeing them with Metallica, okay, cool. Like, I have an appreciation for the music because when I first got into heavy music, that was one of the first bands my friends got me into was Pantera. So, like, yeah, I have a little bit of a soft spot for Pantera, but fuck Phil Anselmo. And the way he was walking around on stage and fucking mumbling to himself, I was half expecting him to fucking say some of the dumbass shit he's known to say. He didn't, thankfully.
They still have the drummer from Anthrax?
Yeah, they still got the drummer. They got Charlie from Anthrax, Zakk Wylde from I'm Old. I saw the original. I could have seen the original lineup if, like, I knew about them maybe a little bit sooner, or, like, really got into going to concerts before I did. And I should have. I don't know why I didn't go to that Damage Plan show in Buffalo before the one in Columbus where everything happened. But I at least got to see Vinnie Paul. And now I've seen Phil Anselmo and Rex Brown. So I never got to see Dime. But I've seen 3 of the 4 members of Pantera, not together. But Metallica comes on and everything sounds fucking amazing. And even, like, being in the snake pit and being right next to the monitors and still having that issue of, like, every time Rob goes by, all you hear is bass. You can still hear everything pretty damn clearly. So the sound was actually pretty good for Metallica. But it was shit for Suicidal. It was half decent for Pantera. But it was shit for fucking Suicidal. And it did not help that the friend of my friend's friend. Let me figure this out. Because it was my friend's friend's friend. This dude's standing there, like, shaking his head and being like, oh, come on, are these guys still playing, like, the whole fucking time Suicidal's playing? And I'm just like, dude, I've been waiting for 26 fucking years to see these guys again, you know? Metallica Black Album was my first CD. Still never seen them. You have to. They're so good live. It's unbelievable how they're still 43 years into this and still as good as they are.
Oh, I saw the YouTube video. I only can hear the drummer, West, from Suicidal.
Yeah, no, it was,
I
dude.
couldn't hear guitar or anything.
Dude, yeah, Suicide, like, the sound sucked from, and, like, everybody I talked to, and, like, even in the Metallica groups, like, everybody's just like, the sound was fucking terrible for Suicidal.
No, they're a lot better than that. I decided it was the video quality. It could have been.
But also the sound sucked during Suicidal. It was just awful, like, apparently everywhere in the building.
So you need to fire your sound guy.
Well, so I chalk it up to it was probably Metallica's sound guy, and he
didn't know.
He's doing sound for Metallica. The other bands, fuck the other bands.
Yeah.
As long as Metallica sounds good, nobody's gonna give a shit,
Metallica's
right?
paying him.
So Megadeth is better than Metallica. Get out of here, Max. I've seen Megadeth. They weren't nearly as good live as Metallica. They were good live. I'm not gonna say they weren't, but Metallica puts on a way better show. 26 years is nothing to Joe. That's like 0.001% of his life. Anyway, but no, so but the Metallica set was, you know, it was a one night show, so it was like, okay, they're gonna play all the fucking hits now because they're gonna, you know, they're gonna play all the hits, and that they played a couple of songs off 72 Seasons, but the rest was all like bigger fucking Metallica songs. Like they started with some older shit, and then like the last 3 songs were Seek and Destroy, Enter Sandman, and Master of Puppets.
Did he have multiple kids on stage?
Yeah, yeah. Always. There's 4 kits. They're not all up at the same time. There's only one up at a time.
You didn't miss anything, Joe. We're just talking about Metallica.
I'm talking about Metallica. So when they play Seek and Destroy, you know they drop those giant fucking beach balls, right?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, there you go. Check out a YouTube video of them playing Seek and Destroy in the last like couple of years. And my friend Dennis, he's been trying to get one of those damn beach balls since like Detroit. Like he tried both nights at Detroit unsuccessfully. So he's trying so hard. And like I have a video and Facebook wouldn't let me post it for whatever reason. I think it's because it's more than 3 minutes long. But I have a video I started filming during Seek and Destroy. And you see Rob kick a ball in the opposite direction from us. I turned to Dennis. I'm like, Rob didn't want you to have that one. And then he kicks another one away. I'm like, he didn't want you to have that one either. And then one just comes right to us. So I grab it and Dennis unplugs the, you know, thing to plug it up so the air don't get out. We start squeezing this fucking thing. It took us the entire rest of that song and most of Master of Puppets to fucking get that thing deflated. That's how fucking big the damn thing is. And after the show, I'm carrying it for him because he's carrying his posters. So I'm carrying the ball for him, and everybody's high-fiving me. They're like, "Oh man, you got one! Yeah, cool." And like everybody else that got one is just like, "Oh man, you got one too! That's great!" You know?
I started to look for you. There's so many guys with big beards.
Yeah. Just me telling Joe to eat a bag of dicks because he said Metallica is better than Megadeth. Metallica is better than fucking Megadeth. Sales numbers fucking prove it, bro. James never quit. Oh, my wrist hurts. I'm gonna stop playing now. I'm retiring, and then come back like nothing fucking happened. Anyway.
One day they'll retire.
About 8 feet. Yeah, that's probably about the size of those fucking balls. Those things are fucking huge, dude.
How old are these guys getting?
60s. Yeah, dude. And then fucking Kerry King from Slayer played on fucking WrestleMania. He played Damian Priest out to the ring.
I know, I see that.
Anyway.
That's pretty good.
But
I wasn't expecting that.
So, you know, but and then I got a shit ton of guitar picks at the end of the night. I didn't know they had an Easter one. I found out after the fact. I'm like, damn, I wish I would have gotten one of the damn Easter ones. That would have been a very unique piece of Metallica memorabilia. But I did get. Let's see if we can get this open here. I did get. Where is it? the Syracuse Orangeman guy. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know. You have to look at my. I have a Facebook post with all the pics, but it's got the Syracuse Orange mascot on it.
Oh, nice.
It says Syracuse, April 19, 2025 on the back.
Was it outside?
No, it was inside. Thank God it was inside. It was fucking pouring while we were in line to get the fucking merch.
Oh, I'm covered in bleach. I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so we're outside. So I won the Snake Pit passes. A couple of my friends won Snake Pit passes. The other person that was going with us won Snake Pit passes. So it was like everybody the four of us that were in the car, we all got in the Snake Pit because it's for two each. My buddy Ryan, who I met at the 72 Seasons album release at Black Dots, he was like, "Oh, I won Snake Pit," so he's texting me like, "How do I get the passes? What do I do?" So me and my friend's friend who won Snake Pit passes, we're walking over to get the passes. And I get a text from my friend, "Hey, where do I go to get my Snake Pit passes?" And before I could even respond to him, I hear, "Hey, Joe." And I look over and he's right there. He just got his passes too. So it's like, oh, I don't have to respond to you now. We're good.
Found Casey Jones?
I did find Casey Jones a few times. Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido. Bumped into him a bunch of times in line, but not inside because he didn't have Snake Pit. So he was on the outside of the snake. He was on the outside of the stage. I was on the inside. No, you didn't win, but I won. So you technically won because I won the tickets and I won the passes and you got to get in with me. So it's all good. But Dennis's friend Angie won Snake Pit passes, and then his other friend couldn't go, so her friend came, and we all were in the Snake Pit together. And then Dennis's friend's friend bought Snake Pit passes. He never ended up figuring out how to send those tickets, did he? Somebody bought tickets off of him during the show, but he couldn't get on the internet. And then once we got him on the internet, he couldn't figure out how to send the tickets. So I don't know. I hope he didn't get hit with he was worried about getting like a fine or something. I hope he didn't get a fine. But I digress. Yeah. So Snake Pit again, which was an awesome experience. Dennis got to go home with a fucking 8-foot inflatable fucking beach ball. And a couple of posters. I got this shirt. Jill will be back in 20 minutes.
Okay. Be careful.
And I got a whole bunch of guitar picks, and I got stories to tell, and then we came home, and it was super late when I got home, and I had to work, and a couple of Yetis. I got my black Metallica Yeti now. It's not in the studio today. I'm gonna wash it before I actually use it. I mean, I used it at the show, but Dennis got a couple of Yetis. Because some dude left his on the merch table. Dennis just snagged it, and I ended up with that one. And the reason I ended up with that one is because I ended up, when I went to go take all the papers out and everything, there was one of the picks for a free drink. Guitar picks for a free drink. And it said Syracuse on it, so I got to keep this one. And I'm like, oh, they're in the Yetis. And he goes, no, you got the dudes. I'm like, what? I got what now? Like, oh, that's right. We have 3 Yetis. Like, instead of just the 2 we're supposed to. But yeah, a couple of Yetis, a couple of some good stories. A further desire to see Suicidal Tendencies play their own damn show. Further reinforcement that I was right in saying that I would much rather have Limp Bizkit than Pantera. But yeah, that's besides the point. And then we'll talk about the few days after that when we come back from a song break, because we're past the point of where we're supposed to do a song break. Coming up tomorrow at Photo City Music Hall in Rochester, New York. That's at 543 Atlantic Avenue in Rochester. It is Side Eye, Infrared Radiation Orchestra, and Courtyard. It's Thursday, April 24th in Rochester, New York. Doors open at 6 p.m. Ages 18 plus at Photo City Music Hall, 543 Atlantic Avenue in Rochester. Get your tickets at photocitymusichall.com. This is Courtyard, and this song is called For a Minute on all WNY. Think So Joe Show.
Sometimes words don't do the trick. When I'm with you, I feel like there is no such thing as time. Sometimes I can't even think. You make the world stop and I feel like I could sink into your eyes. Stop and let me fall for a minute. I'm in way too deep. Can't seem to fall asleep. Stop and let me think for a minute. You're all I want right now. Can't even tell you how. Sometimes you look back at me. I get caught up in what I think we could be. If you were mine, sometimes I wish you knew. All of the thoughts that I think lead back to you. All of the time. Stop and let me fall for a minute. I'm in way too deep. Can't seem to fall asleep. Stop and let me think for a minute. You're all I want right now. Can't even tell you how. Just let me fall. 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 Let me fall. Stop and let me fall for a minute. I'm in way too deep. Can't seem to fall asleep. No. Stop and let me think for a minute. You're all I want right now. Can't even tell you how. Stop and let me fall for a minute. I'm in way too deep. Can't seem to fall asleep. No. Stop and let me think for a minute. You're all I want right now. Can't even tell you how.
That was Courtyard on all WNY Think So Joe Show. Catch them tomorrow night at Photo City Music Hall, 543 Atlantic Avenue in Rochester, along with Side Eye Infrared Radiation Orchestra. And that's it, just the three bands. But yeah,
Those
doors
are-
at 6, 18 plus.
Those are good shows. 3-band bills.
Yes, I agree. As I'm sitting here trying to book a finalizing a 5-band bill in July. Anyway. Somebody says this song rules. Song's pretty good. Yeah.
Should be on the radio.
I tried to hit the chat drinking game button for the white line because Laura mentioned the white line and it didn't work. I tried. I had it working for a little bit there and it don't work anymore again. Yeah, no, you're not the first one to mention it today, Brandon. Anyway. Yeah, so yeah, Metallica Saturday, and then Sunday I literally binge watched all of WrestleMania. I watched night 1, then I watched Stand and Deliver, then I watched night 2. And
I didn't watch Stand. I just not into NXT like I used to be.
The mistake I made was watching night 1 before I watched Stand and Deliver, because Stand and Deliver happened before night 1. So like when Shawn Michaels comes out during night one, they're like, oh, it's oh yeah, congratulations to Obafemi. Like fuck, there's the spoiler for the fucking main event of Stand and Deliver. Great.
He was pissed. He didn't get any sleep. That poor dude. He was complaining.
Hey, at least he didn't drive an ATV straight into a barricade and knock over a fan.
Alright, you know what? She overreacted.
Yeah,
that thing did not hit her.
absolutely agree. 100%.
She tried to get money out of Stone Cold there. That was not supposed to happen, but she did not get hit by the 8. Come on, you're just overreacting, lady.
Rosie's been having Maximo binge watch reality romance dating shows with her.
Did you watch the Bret Michaels one?
Joe watched Cena's win 32 times already. Yeah, because they kept replaying it on Monday Night Raw. Anyway.
The story's over. Now I gotta rewrite a story for Cody. Assholes. But I'm glad Orton's gonna take care of it.
Were you also, like, highly disappointed that it was Becky Lynch?
No. I
was pissed.
I was glad to that, and then she became a sorry little bitch she is.
Dude, I was so mad because they're like
backstabbing.
Because like I didn't see night 1, so when I was doing the news for night 1, it's like, oh, Bailey got taken out backstage, and now
Becky did it.
Lyra's got a mystery partner, and it's like
Becky did it.
And they're like, oh, and the odds are it's gonna be Becky Lynch. I'm like, not fucking Becky Lynch.
Did it. She's just like her husband, a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, just like her husband. Piece of shit.
It's been Perfect Match, Temptation Island, and Love on the Spectrum. Those are interesting show titles. I know what Temptation Island is because it used to come on after Monday Night Raw, so they used to advertise it all the time. How many adverts were at Mania? Way too many. I literally tweeted about it. Like, remember when WrestleMania didn't have 47 ads in between matches?
Yeah. 60 seconds.
But no, once I heard the rumor that like Becky Lynch was going to replace Bailey, I'm like, why the fuck is Becky Lynch replacing Bailey? And then when Lyra came out, I'm like, please anybody but Becky, and then it was Becky. I'm like, fuck.
Bailey.
I posted, God damn it.
You guys.
And then because then it's obvious, okay, they're gonna win the fucking titles.
Then they lose the next night.
But thank God they lost the next night. Why the fuck did Lyra Valkyria bores the shit out of me, dude?
Blaming Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for nothing they didn't do.
Again.
Let me just say, I am so proud of Dom. I'm so proud of him.
Yes.
He deserves it.
That was the guy who should have won that match.
Everybody cheered him.
That is the guy who should have won that match, and I'm so glad he did.
Good for him.
Dude Wipes, have you bought yours? Since we're speaking of Dirty Dom, anyway. And that ad came right in the middle of his entrance. No, I mean, I didn't hate the show, but it was total AEW syndrome.
I called it. I knew Paul Heyman was turning on both of them.
Everybody called it. Everybody knew that was happening.
I knew that was fucking a piece of shit he is.
But it was still like, oh shit, they actually did that. But they went like total AEW with this. Like the last 2 AEW pay-per-views have been great, except for the endings. And this pay-per-view was pretty damn good, except for these pay-per-views were pretty damn good, except for the ending.
Tyler Scott, you're a fucking idiot. Stay out of the wrestling.
Travis
Scott,
Travis.
You're an idiot. Stay out. You're not a wrestler. Get away from the ring. You'll never become a wrestler because you suck. And your music sucks too. Fucking idiot.
He's that mad that Cody lost.
He thinks he's a wrestler. He deserved that fucking finisher he got on him. Idiot. Stay out of the ring. You don't know what you're doing. And Rock didn't show his face.
Nope. I can suppose that wasn't happening.
Sorry, I'm in a mood.
John's mad about the ending of WrestleMania.
I'm in a mood.
I just thought the match was shit.
Yeah,
I'm fine with Cena winning, dude. But the way they got there was just like, what the fuck?
I'm fine. They gave Joe Hendry a shot.
I was so happy to see Joe Hendry. I'm just sitting there because it's like, oh, who's it gonna be? And I'm just like, they're not gonna fucking do it. And then the doors open, and you just see it like, holy fuck, it's Joe Hendry. Like, yes.
That was for the title. Orton would have been TNA World Champion.
But it wasn't for the title, so Orton is not the TNA World Champion. And then he showed up on NXT last night too. So
did he?
Yeah, he got in Obafemi's face.
And then they're saying,
And Trick Williams,
and
actually.
then they're saying it's Pat's fault for getting involved. First of all, Gunther's a loser. He just doesn't like losing. So what? They're supposed to have their opinion. They're commentators. Let them have their own opinion. Let them have fun. What is a fucking bully? He's a fucking bully. You know, Kaiser's a way better wrestler than you little fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm done.
John's angry.
Don't get me started. Triple H, I love you. You're doing great. You're doing great. But you're pissing me off.
I know we're not a wrestling podcast and have just spent the last 10 minutes talking about pro wrestling, but WrestleMania week.
I bet by myself. I got to get this out.
John was not here for WrestleMania, so
I have to get it out. It would have been a lot worse if I came over. And
I just want to say one more thing about WrestleMania before we move on from pro wrestling here, and we can talk after the show or whatever, or song breaks or whatever about wrestling, but because this is not a wrestling show, this is a local music podcast.
You go, Jay. Yeet.
Right. Yeah, go ahead, get that out of your system.
Yeet. Or yeet all year.
That was the one result I knew from the show before I got home was, or did I read the fucking result? I might have read the results before I got home, but
I really thought Sammy was turning heel. I really thought it was gonna happen.
I slept through that segment, honestly.
I really thought, I hope not.
Like Jey Uso got in the ring, I fell asleep, and then I woke up and it was something else completely going on.
I knew when Jimmy was coming down, it wasn't gonna happen.
Anyway, just want to say one more thing about WrestleMania before we move on, and that is, I really, really, really hope they never do another fucking pay-per-view on a fucking holiday. Because all the local pizza places were fucking closed on Sunday.
Yeah.
I had to settle for fucking Domino's, bro.
Oh, I got sick last time I had that.
I didn't get sick, but the pizza was
too.
I'll say this. The chicken bites were great. The cheesy bread was great. The pizza, what the fuck? No wonder they took pizza out of the fucking name and it's just Domino's now, because your pizza fucking sucks. It's fucking garbage. I couldn't get Leo's, man. I wanted Leo's or like Imperial or somebody. I think like Picasso's had it, but I didn't like Picasso's pizza. So I didn't want to order Picasso. So I ended up with fucking Domino's. Because also they had a deal with like if you spend X amount of dollars, you get the free chicken bites. And the chicken bites were great. The pizza was shit. Terrible.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get pizza so I would have extra food because it was Easter and I didn't want to fucking worry about like having to cook or anything. So, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And then last night Music is Art had their members mixer, their first ever members mixer for the people who contribute monthly to the Music is Art Foundation. With a it was Trevor Stribbing from PA Line was playing a couple of sets, and in between his sets, Robbie from the Goo Goo Dolls played a few songs.
Oh, nice.
So I'm literally like at this thing with a pocket full of Living Brain Dead CDs, just handing it to people. Like, hey, you got my new CD yet? Here, check it out. Hey, you got my new CD yet? Check it out. There's one of my friends is talking to somebody. I overhear him mention Green Jello. So I turn around. I'm like, somebody said Green Jello. I said, I'm playing with them May 2nd at Nietzsche's. And the girl he's talking to goes, oh, my mom's going to be in town that weekend. I said, play this for your mom. Hand her a CD. Play this for your mom. Tell her that band's opening for Green Jello. You guys come to the Green Jello show.
Good weekend.
We need to start season 2 tonight of one of those romance shows there. Anyway, so yeah, and the last CD that I had, I gave to Robbie. Like, hey man, you want to check out my new CDs? Yeah, okay, cool, man, thanks. You know, and then we got into a conversation about Minecraft.
I need to hold your cat. Okay.
John still needs to come hold your cats. Yeah. Mine might need to go to the vet, and I'm not happy about it because I got no fucking money, so I'm gonna have to call my mom. They're like, Ma, your grandkitty needs money. Yeah, Green Jello sounds horrible. I was telling people, I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're playing with Green Jello. You should come. But yeah, next Friday, Green Jello. Nietzsche's.
There won't be no chicken soup.
There won't be no chicken soup. Is that what you said? Oh, suit. Yes.
Party poopers.
I still say if you wore it to open for a national band, people are gonna come to that show.
Hey, I could wear it and not be on stage with it.
This is true. That you can do. You can DM Rosie to buy tickets. Anyway, yes. So a bunch of people we got in the conversation of like, yeah, Green Jello next week. You know, come see us play with Green Jello. I sat down. I'm talking to this one dude, and he goes, well, actually, I was talking to somebody, and this dude was like over here in the conversation, and he goes, hey man, I bought your CD over at Timeless Babes. Like, really? Like, cool. Glad somebody bought it from one of the damn stores.
That's all I said.
Yeah, well, no, he bought it. He said, and then we just sat down and we were having a conversation, but which was the whole point of the whole night last night was meet other musicians. It was weird. It was like awkward at the start. Or buy a ticket from Bastard. Maximo's dad says to him, I saw Green Jelly is playing May 2nd. He said, yes, Dad, buy a ticket. Did you say, yes, Dad, I'm opening for my girlfriend? So this member mixer last night, it was awkward at first because it was like, nobody was like interacting. There wasn't a lot of mixing going on at this mixer. It was so like I'm just standing there. There's a group of people that came together next to me standing there talking to each other, and then to my other side, to my left, there's a couple of people that came together talking to each other, and like nobody's really interacting or mixing in groups. And then once Trevor started playing, then the conversations all started. So dummy buying a ticket from me is buying a ticket from me is buying one from Bastard.
Watch me be the loudest drummer there.
What's up?
Watch me be the loudest drummer there.
Probably.
I'm just gonna tell the guy, don't mic me. It's okay. You understand. He knows. Don't mic me.
I met another dude that does a local music podcast that I never heard of before now, and he's apparently been in the air for 4 years and 100 and something shows. Weekly shows.
You got a new competition?
No, I wouldn't call him competition. He was a nice guy. I think his podcast is more structured than ours.
Structures.
I think everybody's podcast is more structured than ours, but that's besides the point.
We go off the script.
I'll tell you what. I'll give him a shout out here because I have his card. It's in the Flamingo Lounge.
Ooh,
with Rockabilly. What the fuck does that say? I can't read that. Rockabilly Greg. Rockabilly Greg.
I do love some rockabilly.
In the Flamingo Lounge dives deep into the vibrant musical history of Buffalo and Western New York. Whether you're a longtime Buffalonian or music enthusiast, this podcast will transport you to the heart of Buffalo and Western New York scene and illuminate its enduring legacy. New weekly episodes are posted every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And that is, you can check it out at rockabillygreg.com.
Okay.
So it sounds like a cool podcast. The way he was describing it, it's he likes to do interviews with bands and then come back to them a few years later and see like the then and now, which is pretty cool. The only podcast less structured than this one was BWF. We had kind of a structure at BWF. It was like we're gonna bullshit for the first hour, and then the second hour we're gonna try to talk about wrestling. But
we don't do much interviews anymore.
I mean, so I was telling the guy, like, you know, if bands want to come on the show, all they have to do is ask. You know, they always ask, like, hey, how can we get on the show? Like, let me know when you got something to promote. And then we'll bring you on. Podcast or so, $19.99. Is there a barbecue on that podcast? No, I don't think so. There's a flamingo, though. Well, it's the Flamingo Lounge. Yeah, he gave me his business card.
Get Master on the podcast.
Yeah. No, it was a good conversation though that I had with that guy. We were just kind of talking about like, you know, our goals with our podcasts and how we put them out. And there's a huge difference because his is obviously like his is produced.
Oh, he's okay.
Like he actually like he'll bring a band in, he'll do an interview, he'll do, and he'll do post-production and shit on it.
Like live video?
No, well, he was asking if we did video, and I said, yeah, man, we do. Yeah, we do. We've been doing video for years now. And he said, yeah, I don't do the video thing. So I was telling him how we ended up doing video. And so, they were there till 2001, though. So, I don't know. Anyway, he's got structure to his podcast, and we just go on the air and bullshit for 2 hours. So, we appealed, even though our goals are largely the same.
Yeah,
we appeal to different audiences. So, I don't mind giving the dude a shout out. I haven't listened to his show yet. I haven't had time.
We don't do call-ins.
I don't think he does call-ins either.
Last week was just it was funny.
She's like, I didn't think you were gonna answer. Like,
it was funny.
But yeah, I got Rockabilly Greg's.
I go to Jill's house the next day. Sit down. What are you guys doing with that razor? Don't move.
Also want to give a shout out to Band of Bards, Buffalo's independent comic and graphic novel publisher. That's the guy I was talking about, who he bought our record at Timeless Babes. We're not making it a damn call-in show. Why the hell did you have to say that?
What? I'm just saying. We're not a call-in show. Only last week we were.
Anyway, these guys are a comic book publisher, and you can check them out at bandofbards.com. Real nice guy. I was talking to the guy last night, and we were just having a great conversation.
I got Maxwell going. Wonderful. Hey, John, can you answer your phone?
I feel like that allergy pill is kicking in for John. He seems to be doing better, doesn't he?
I'm a little whoopsie right now.
Episode 450, 100% call-ins? No.
I'm a little lightheaded, but I'm good. No waiting, Maximo. What episode is this?
This is 448.
Oh, wow.
Yes. 448. The Metallica pop-up shop in Toronto is now open. People are posting about it on Reddit. Anyway.
He's calling.
Don't answer the...
Hi, you're on the air. ThinkSoJoE show. Hi, Maxwell. How you doing?
Your haircut's a lot better now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. I gotta hold your cat.
Okay, well, we can arrange that.
Okay.
Come to POTUS's practice on Sunday, the 4th.
Okay.
All right, cool. We'll get you on the whole barbecue thing, too.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, cool. Love you, Joe.
Love you too, Maximo.
Bye, buddy. All right.
Don't encourage them. Come on.
All right. Power off. I'll shut
He's
that.
turning his whole ass phone off.
I'll turn it up just for you. I'll turn it off.
I got Leland tagging
Call
me.
Joe.
I got Leland tagging me in Instagram posts right now. So today is the anniversary of the first upload to YouTube, which was titled "Me at the Zoo." He was one of the founders of YouTube at the Zoo. It was the first upload to YouTube. So I posted when I shared it to my Facebook. I put in 2005, the first video uploaded to YouTube, Me at the Zoo, was posted on this day in 2025. You can see me and John deal with the zoo that is the chat in our live stream on YouTube. We're dealing with with our chat. The zoo that is our chat.
The zoo that is our chat. Yes.
What the hell was that?
Car.
Cats and John don't mix.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
it's just a clause. Like they just grab on you. Like when I pick up my dogs, it's different.
So there is a killer show happening Friday night, but I already committed to going to a different show, so I can't go. I mean, I could go and just blow off the show I committed to going to, but I'm going to go to the one I committed to going to because I made a commitment, and I'm going to honor that. Anyway, Karma Queen and the Spit Sisters bring you a celestial evening of indie, alternative, and punk rock. That's at the Revolution Gallery, 1419 Hurdle Avenue in Buffalo. Doors at 7 p.m., music at 8 p.m. It's $10 and it's 21 plus. And the Revolution Gallery is a nice little place to see a show. But when I say little, I mean little. That's not a big it's not a big place. Yellow Sauce played there, and there was like barely any room to move. So to have Karma Queen and the Spit Sisters on one show at the Revolution Gallery, that might be that might be a little claustrophobic for some people.
Mm-hmm.
But it also will be an awesome show, and I think people should go to it. And this is the Spit Sisters, and this song is called Nosebleeds on All WNY. Think So Joe Show.
A romantic pitfall of hanging in bathroom stalls. The feeling of nothing at all has me bouncing off the walls. Ignoring red lights is the best way to lose your soul. Until the next night, when you remember who you call nosebleeds. And oh, I'm the reason for my own fall. Sleeping on couches, forgetting to go. Letting in people I dislike just to not be alone. Ignoring red lights is the best way to lose your soul. Until the next night, when you remember who you call nosebleeds. And oh, I'm the reason for my own fall. I'm still awake, but the party's over. 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 Ignoring red lights is the best way to lose your soul. Until the next night, when you remember who you call nosebleeds. And oh, I'm the reason for my own fall. I'm the reason for my own fall. I'm the reason for my own fall.
Spit Sisters on All WN. Excuse me, the Spit Sisters on All WNY Think So Joe Show. That's a thing. That's a thing. So I went to go search for Spit Sisters, and I found the other Spit Sisters, which are just Spit Sisters and not the Spit Sisters, but that is the Spit Sisters. That song again called Nosebleeds. They're playing at Revolution Gallery on Friday with Karma Queen. Max says I was stoned as fuck when I saw Yellow Sauce there.
Oh yeah, I followed the banana Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Paul.
Yeah, but there's a guy. Like there's one picture that shows an actual person. I wonder if he's the banana.
I have no idea. I mean, I do know. I do have an idea, which is that there is no person. It is a magical banana from Potassium Island, brought to life by the idol.
I am doing some CSI shit. I'm gonna figure this out.
John, do you know what a spit sister is?
No, but I'm sure. I think I read it in a book.
You read it in a book, okay. Yeah, no, that is a killer show, and also it's a block away from Revolver Records on Hurdle, which when Yellow Sauce played there, I came home with a DMX record. X gonna give it to you.
What's the other song he had? Stuck in my head.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Yes.
Yep. Or there's stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
Are you all gonna make me lose my mind? Came in. I should have played that when I was trying to back out the trailer.
Yeah.
I was trying to get in there. Oh.
Party Up by DMX. DMX had a bunch of hits back in the day. Yeah, so but yeah, I mean, that's what I came home with that day was a DMX record. I went to Revolver, I looked around, I found a DMX record and bought and that's what I came home with. That was the first time I used my stool for Yellow Sauce.
Yeah.
The stool that I can pack into a backpack, which is actually in my hallway right now because I had to use that backpack to pack my DJ shit. But yeah, anyway. So couple of good shows going on tonight. So I don't know why you guys are all just hanging out in the chat here instead of going to see like some emo bands. Go see Hawthorne Heights. They're down at Town Ballroom tonight.
I would love to see emo bands.
And Asking Alexandria is over at Riverworks. Who did I say that opening band was? I forget.
They were on the Ultimate Warrior show.
The Ultimate Warrior show?
Yeah, he would take these bands that are signed and put them through boot camp.
The Ultimate Warrior did?
Yep. He did I See Stars, and he did Asking Alexander on his show.
I forget who this
He called it the Warrior Show. You break them down.
Huh. I didn't even know he had a show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was like 2013.
Asking Alexandria and With Ashes to New and What Lies Below and Royal Lynn.
If you like
I don't know
Linkin
these
Park,
bands.
then you'll like Ashes to New.
Okay.
Pretty much what they are.
Old Linkin Park or newer Linkin Park?
Old Linkin Park.
Okay, maybe I could get into that. Hey, Leadles. What am I showing this week? I'm not showing anything. What do you mean? We're talking about shows that are that close to being on the big screens during the entry. Yeah, I saw that. Anyway. Dennis is sending me videos now, even though he knows I'm on the air because he was literally in the chat.
From Ashes to New is pretty good. Yeah. I know Danny, the clean vocalist.
James Hetfield, I got a James Hetfield pick.
Hmm.
I have a show used James Hetfield pick. I got one of the White Fang fucking picks. He dropped it during Puppets. Rob kicked it in my direction, and I grabbed it. And Dennis got video of it.
Did everybody fuck up?
No.
No.
No. I mean, Pantera fucked up their whole set, but that's besides the point.
Tell me about WrestleMania.
We already talked about WrestleMania for like 20 minutes, dude.
You're stout.
Yeah, we decided we couldn't talk about WrestleMania anymore because it was we talked about it for like 20 fucking minutes. Don't get them started again. They went on for over 30 minutes about it already. Exactly. You don't want. Who the fuck's with Hawthorne Heights tonight? Anyway, Hawthorne Heights is at Ballroom
I'm sure Zacky's there.
with Hotel Etiquette and Ashford. I've heard of Ashford, I think. I don't know. A couple of good emo shows going on tonight. I say good, like I know, but I don't fucking know. I've seen Hawthorne Heights twice. I liked them back when I saw them in like 2005 or whenever the fuck it was. But then like I saw them a couple of years ago with Bayside, and we left after Hawthorne Heights because it was, to quote Karina, getting too emo in here.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, dude. Like we were
I
there.
love emo.
I went because the Bomb Pops were opening, and that was my first time seeing the Bomb Pops. And so I went there to see the Bomb Pops. And Karina's like, well, I at least want to hear Ohio is for Lovers. I was like, okay, well, Nikki FM is a joke between me and one of my friends, so I wouldn't mind seeing Hawthorne Heights again. So we watched Hawthorne Heights, and then we left. Luckily, they were the first of the three, like, emo bands on the show. Like, I saw the Bomb Pops, I saw Hawthorne Heights, I went home. Like when I saw Steel Panther that one time, and then I went home before Stone Sour came on. Nothing against Corey Taylor, just I wanted to see Steel Panther. I wasn't there for Stone Sour. Bayside would have lightened up the place, right, I promise. I'm sure they probably would have. But, like, we are literally watching Hawthorne Heights, and their stage, they have backdrops that say, it was never a phase. And their whole shtick is like, hey, remember, like, 20 years ago when we all hated our parents? Well, now we all hate our jobs. Like, grow the fuck up. And they're playing tonight at Town Ballroom. I know people that are there, so that's why I was thinking about it. Would you guys consider Motionless in White as emo? I know literally one thing Motionless in White has ever done, and it's only because it's Rhea Ripley's theme song. So I am the wrong guy to ask.
I'm the right guy to ask.
So are they emo?
Yes.
Okay.
I love them so much.
I don't know shit about them, so.
They're so good.
I know he sang Her
love
to the
their
Ring last
breakdowns.
year, and they looked identical.
I know they get there a lot.
Yeah,
They're so good. They're
they-
so fucking good.
I mean,
They came to Rapids, and I got to set up the drum set.
nice. All right, Lidl's wants to know who won. I do not remember well enough to fucking give a match by match, so we're gonna find that. Where the fuck is the match results here?
Just black belt brides for people who drive dog.
For Motionless in White is just black veil brides for people who drive Dodge Ram trucks.
What's wrong with that?
And Max says no, absolutely not. They are not emo. Rosie says they are not emo. I am not the person. Look, I'm not the person.
How are they not emo? They have the hair. They wear makeup.
I am not the person to ask about emo bands. I don't know shit about that. John's over here like
how are they not emo? How are they not fucking emo?
And also,
They're metal.
Also, I don't know how much John knows about this shit because he was
Post-hardcore
texting me the other day to ask me if a band was canceled or not. And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
know
So I asked
Motion-
Jasmine, and
I
she didn't
followed
know.
Motionless in White since they first started.
You told me other songs are good too.
I know all
Just
about
give it a
that band.
chance. All right, what are we looking at here? So Lidl's one of the WrestleMania results. Jay Uso defeated Gunther by submission to win the World Heavyweight Championship. The New Day beat Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, for the World Tag Team Championships. Jade Cargill defeated Naomi. Jacob Fatu beat LA Knight to win the United States Championship. El Grande Americano defeated Rey Fenix. Tiffany Stratton defeated Charlotte Flair to retain the Women's Championship. And Seth Rollins defeated CM Punk and Roman Reigns with some help from Paul Heyman, which John was very upset about.
Bastards. Piece of shit.
Was John asking about brand new? Yes, they're canceled. No, he was asking about whoever the fuck's opening for Escape the Fate. Scary Kids, Scaring Kids, is that the one?
Yeah.
Night 2, Io Sky defeated Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley to retain the Women's World Championship. Drew McIntyre defeated Damian Priest. Dominic Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship in a four-way with Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta. Randy Orton defeated Joe Hendry by pinfall. Logan Paul defeated AJ Styles by pinfall. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez by pinfall to win the Women's Tag Team Championships, which Liv and Raquel beat them the next night, and whatever. Anyway, and John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes to win the undisputed WWE championship. So sounds like one hell of a mania. So I said earlier it's AEW syndrome where most of the show is good, but the main event fucking sucked. Anyway,
Oh, there's a lot going in chat.
let's go. Let's relive the chat here because I was busy looking at that. So we'll go here and here and. All right. No, absolutely not. They're not emo. The first two albums, sure, they've evolved. Twin Forks is emo. Hawthorne is emo. Saves the Day is emo. Was John asking about brand new? Yes, they're canceled. I'll talk about that in a second. Rosie says 100 to Leland. And they stopped the emo shit when the Reincarnate album came out. Leland says, well, sounds like one hell of a mania. I can't believe Randy Orton is still going.
Well, it's more metal or hard rock now. Bands change, but they still look emo.
We are at the point of year where the sun shines through the blinds right onto my face during the show. Anyway, so I was having a really fucking rough night one time. It was the one time we played Mr. Goodbar. I was having a really fucking rough night, and I get a match on Facebook dating or something and start talking to this girl. And you guys hear this sound he's making when he's blowing his nose? Anyway.
Go ahead.
AFI looks emo, but they aren't. So I match with this girl and I start talking to her. I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna have to like stop talking in a minute because I'm about to go on stage at Good Bar. And she goes, oh, you're in a band? Like, yeah. She's like, I should probably tell you who I am. Gives me her full government name. Says, Google me. She's the girl that accused Brand New of all that shit. Shit didn't go anywhere. She was terrible at communicating. My friend Brandon said that that's just the way she is because he knows her. POTUS Triple X looks emo, but they are. By that definition, then there are a shitload more emo bands out there, like Suicide Silence could have been considered emo by the way Mitch Lucker used to look. Yeah. So, yeah, I matched on a dating site with a girl who accused Brand New of all that shit. And then Brand New announced their tour, and a bunch of people are like, there's like half the fucking comments like, yeah, fucking Brand New. And other people are just like, really, Brand New? Like, after all that shit, we're going to be like, yeah, Brand New. Her government name. Yeah, her government. She gave me her full ass fucking name. And I looked her up, and sure enough, it's like, oh, this is the person that accused Brand New of all that. She seemed cool. Just,
I know the story.
She was apparently like fucking terrible at communication, but Brand New should not be touring. Yeah. You're looking for, no, this was back when Ryan and Katie were still in the band. So this was like 2021, maybe 2022.
It was Ryan's first show.
Yeah, whenever the fuck we played Good Bar.
It was Ryan's first show. It was during Oktoberfest. It was the Green Bear. We had Green Bear.
Okay. Yeah, but like, so I got that match, and then I realized that my ex-wife's husband was in one of the other bands that was on the show, and so that just turned my fucking mood around. I was in such a good fucking mood so I'm just going around like, hey, look, there's my ex-wife's husband is in this band, and the dude, the promoter comes up. I tell him, he's like, oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm like, nah, dude, his problem now, not my fucking problem. You know?
That was the first night we did in-ears.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Smidge for because that was his first time working with in-ears, and we got it all set up. We got it working, and it went well.
I brought a girl to the show that night. Didn't work out well.
Who is the most articulate member of LBD besides Joe? Ooh, probably. Geez, I don't know. I don't know if any of us are articulate.
Articulate.
Well spoken.
Oh, count me out.
Yeah, obviously it's not you.
I got a whole language. I got Johnese.
He's got Johnese. Yeah.
Johnese.
Who is the most well spoken besides me? I don't.
Jill.
Jill probably. I would venture to say Jill.
She's smart.
Maximo says Nick. I don't know. Nick has a
Not
pretty
John.
good
You
vocabulary.
got that
Not
right,
John.
Rosie.
Right.
You got that right. I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Nick's got a pretty good vocabulary. I think Shane does too. But that's why it's hard for me to pick. I think Jill probably. She's got a way with words.
Everybody's well spoken in the band except for me. They can't talk. I got a bunch of words I can't say. Toilet. What else? Ambulance. Let's see, caterpillar.
Charlotte.
Fuck you. I can say that right.
Got lots of practice with that one between me and Jill.
Fuck you, Jill. Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you, Shane. Fuck you, Nick.
Oh man. So Leland says Joe can't be the answer because it would easily be him. He's done the podcast for years and talks for a living. Yeah, exactly.
The only time I could talk right when I'm fucking yelling at the trailer not to listen. Back up the right way.
Yeah,
When I start talking to people,
it isn't me and bastard. I got that lisp sometimes. Yeah.
I have a list. Not when I'm trying to pull out and everybody's trying to pull into the damn parking lot and it pisses me off.
Yeah. Maximo can't say Mitsubishi correctly.
Mitsubishi.
My tough word for me is antibiotics.
Stop.
Because usually I'll read it as antibiotics or antibiotics or I just can't say it right in context.
Sorry, go ahead. Don't mind me.
And
Sorry about your garbage can.
it's okay, dude. I'll just dump it into a fucking trash bag. It's all good. Anyway, I never got you the fucking cover
You
for
can see
your.
my nose is all fucking red.
Never got you your cover for your soda
It's
can.
fine. It's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
I'll live.
Well, but still, I'm more worried about ants than what's in your can. So
Yeah, we're good.
yeah.
The,
Apparently you say Mitsubishi just like Maximo does. I've also heard Joe do smooth and sexy voice for yellow sauce things. Yeah, the fucking shit for some of the shit for Flying Bison was pretty welcome to the all WNY midnight broadcast of whatever the fuck that was. Flying Bison shit. Anyway. Yeah. Can I call in again so we can discuss this?
I turned my phone off.
Yeah, you did.
He kill me if I turn it back on.
Yeah, I will.
He'll put me to a table.
Yeah, I will.
He's going to anyways.
Yeah, I am. Mitsu Pizza?
Mitsubishi. Sounds like a
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm in the
Now I
middle
want
of
pizza after this show.
I'm in the middle of this 40,000 word voiceover and just I was doing so well until we got to just names of cities and shit. I cannot pronounce names of foreign cities.
We can't. Is that Dewey? We can't let Dewey call in.
No,
We
can't
can't.
let Dewey call in.
No. His. I mean, it would be good ratings, but we can't.
I don't know, man. The last time I had Dewey on the show, we had to censor ourselves because he had kids in the room.
Oh yeah.
That was when Brian was still with us.
Oh Brian.
Yeah, I miss Brian.
Me too.
Yeah. Brian would love that show the other day. How the fuck did... So I was talking to somebody yesterday at the mixer. It was a guy who's a little bit older, and he said he feels like he's getting old. And his kid is his kid's a certain age, and he's like, yeah, man, I was thinking about these milestones, 18 and 21, and then 30, and it's we're talking, and so I told him, man, this one time I was at this Blink 182 show, and I'm next to this kid, and he says, I just turned 18, and I looked it up, and I saw Blink 2 days before the kid was born, but I expanded on that story talking to somebody else over the weekend, where I said, yeah, my best friend was going around telling people that I was way older than I actually was for some reason.
Full hour with Dewey. Oh.
I now call them Mitsubishi because of Leland, and I can pronounce it.
Needs to be.
Thank God he doesn't work. He doesn't work at a Mitsubishi dealership because that would be.
Have you seen this Mitsubishi? You should try it out. Wait, what?
we did what was a fucking Halloween show or something for all WNY. did this is years ago. This is before Living Brain Dead, and we had we had 4 bands. One of them was XM Priory, Final Decline, a couple of other bands, and last minute we threw on Jackknife Stiletto from New York City. And the conversation that night, for whatever reason, just turned into how Annie from Jackknife Stiletto cannot say Arabica, like Arabica coffee. She just could not say it. So every now and then I'll fucking joke about that shit. Like I saw a thing I did on the Brain Dead Facebook. It was in my memories, and it had something to. It was I had just gotten the color changing coffee mug, which we can't get anymore. I had just gotten the color changing coffee mug, and I was like, if we were Jackknife Stiletto, we'd probably post something in this post about you know how we like your coffee, you know how I like my coffee, or whatever the fuck the line is, right? And I'm like, but we didn't have the foresight to put lines about coffee into songs, so we're just gonna tell you to buy our mug, and then you can enjoy all your great Arabica coffee. And I tagged Jackknife in the post because Annie can't fucking say it. Annie is the lighting director for Joan Jett.
Oh.
So that's why you don't see a lot of Jackknife Stiletto, because Annie's always on the road with Joan Jett.
There's one guy in her band that looks like 90. It's like, I
I'm
hope
sure.
he doesn't die. He looks like...
All of Bastard, POTUS, and LBD should just come visit me at work on one day and see what transcends. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, so fucking WrestleMania 30, I think it was 35. I think it was the one where she fucking headlined. Joan Jett played her to the ring, right? Ronda Rousey. And because her theme was Bad Reputation by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah.
So they did the behind the scenes, like the WWE 24/7 or whatever the fuck, right? And you just see them walking, there's a camera backstage just walking down the hall, and you just see this fucking cute redhead pop her head out. It's like, holy shit, I fucking know that girl. That's Annie from fucking Jackknife Stiletto. So I fucking took a picture of it and I posted it on Facebook. I'm like, hey, I know this person. I tagged Annie. So everyone should show up on a Wednesday. What if there was a call-in segment, though? Like, what a great way to get in touch with the community. No.
This is his show. I can't make any laws. This is his
No.
show. He makes the rules.
I'm over here fucking...
I'm just a psycho.
I'm over here promoting
Co-host.
other people's fucking podcasts right now. That's my outreach to the community. I was at the Music is Art Mixer last night and hanging out with fucking Robbie Takak and shit. Fucking me and Robbie Takak just standing around talking about how our kids fucking love Minecraft. That was the conversation.
You heard it first.
Me and fucking Robbie from the fucking Goo Goo Dolls are having a conversation about fucking Minecraft. So I texted my kid. I'm like, yeah, no big deal. I'm just standing around with a world famous musician talking about fucking Minecraft. And
You should see the movie.
that's how we got on the subject. Because I mentioned that I've seen him at the mall a couple of times.
Uh-huh.
And he's thinking I'm talking about the Galleria. I've seen him at the McKinley Mall. He's thinking I'm talking to the Galleria. He's like, oh yeah, I went to drop my daughter off. She's 13. I went to drop her and her friends off to watch the Minecraft movie, and I was gonna pick them up later. But with the rules in the mall, you can't be under 18 after a certain time of day.
Yeah.
By yourself, you have to be with a parent. So my wife had to go watch the movie with them. Like, I never even thought about how that rule affected the movie theater. It makes sense that somebody would have to go sit with the kids. And he's like, yeah, I didn't do it.
Oh, what?
What if I video call with Joe, then instead of John, that way John...
I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, but I'm not going to answer, so...
So what is for me?
Anyway. But, yeah, so... But yeah, so I was like, yeah, my kid's fucking obsessed with Minecraft, and we start talking about, like, limiting screen time and shit like that. It just having this conversation about fucking how our kids love Minecraft. Me and a fucking world famous rock star. I text my kid this, and she sends the screenshot to her friend, and she says, oh, my dad's out here doing side quests. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's it. No longer calling it shameless self-promotion. I'm calling it doing side quests.
Maybe
you should, Joe. No, not answering.
I turned my phone off.
We gotta do a song break. We gotta go into a song break. So this is where I will be on Friday. Joe, you should live stream Minecraft and let Dewey. I don't fucking play Minecraft, dude. That shit was not my fucking bag.
Call it.
Let Dewey call it. No, it's that fucking Minecraft shit didn't. That was not my fucking. I couldn't get into it. My kid really wanted me to fucking play that, and I admit it now. I used to only keep one Xbox controller charged.
Yeah.
So that when she came over and she wanted, Dad, play Minecraft with me. Oh, I can't. Controller's dead. Sorry.
Smart man. I like the way you think.
So I can admit that now, and she knows that, But like, she knew, like, I was not into that game, and she fucking. My kid still to this day loves that shit.
I could learn a lot from you.
So anyway, this is where I'll be Friday night. Is Uncle Ben's Remedy with the Tradesman at the Kaz. Doors are at 6:30, show 8 p.m., 21 plus, food service from 6:30 to 9:30, FAQs and more details at thekazbuffalo.com. And it is at 2221 Seneca Street, so literally right around the corner from me. I got invited to that, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to that. And I've been meaning to go to the Kaz, and so now I'm committed to going to that. And Uncle Ben's Remedy is fucking fantastic. We saw them with Grosh back at Town Ballroom.
Oh, yeah, them?
For the album release. Incredible band. So I'm, as much as I love Karma Queen and Spit Sisters, who were playing at Revolution Gallery, I really enjoyed Uncle Ben's Remedy, and I will really enjoy seeing them at a venue a block and a half away from my house. So... here it is, Uncle Ben's Remedy on all WNY Think So Joe show. The song called Liquor Wrote These Records.
To me last night, said it like so, said it sounded just right. He asked me, sir, can I buy you a drink? I said, you can if you want to, but I get them for free. Said, I'd like to pay for free drink someday. Thought maybe you could just show me the way. If y'all want to write songs like these, I said, you're barking up the wrong train. Liquor wrote these records. I wasn't barely I'm giving credit where credit's due. All liquor wrote these records. Hope it rocks me a couple more. That's why I spend every nickel of my royalties down at the liquor store. Yeah! Divorce court, ex-old trying to get her support. Pleading my case that I'm dead ass broke, but I know they're about to give her everything that I own. She can have half of that dog we got, a guitar, Morocco, and the plank road plot. But I can't give her what I don't own, 'cause the liquor wrote all these songs. Liquor wrote these records. I wasn't barely wrote these records. I'm giving credit where credit's due. All liquor wrote these records. Hope it rocks me a couple more. That's why I spend every nickel on my royalties down at the liquor store.
Uncle Ben's Remedy on all WNY I Think So Joe show. And I played half the song with a filter on, because, oops. And I played the first song with a filter on, so apologies to that first band, too. What were they called? Courtyard? Yeah. I didn't realize, John's like, man, I don't like this recording. And I'm like, why? Yeah, something sounds weird. And something sounded weird with that first song. And then I realized, like, oh, it's because I just kind of tossed this controller aside for the week, and it must have turned the knob. Oops.
Yep.
Yeah, I fixed it at the end. Anyway. Yeah. So, what was I talking about? I don't even know. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to go to that show at the Kaz.
Yeah.
I went to, I left the room for a minute because I went to go get I got lids for soda cans.
That's cool though.
Because, like, I left a half full can of root beer in here the other day, and
A bunch of ants.
I got a bunch of ants. So I'm like, shit, I got to do something about this. No, I'm not playing fucking Fortnite either. It's bad enough I get asked to play fucking Minecraft.
And also,
I don't get asked to play Minecraft
no,
anymore.
mostly it's just barbecue.
Yeah.
And then they tell you stop complaining.
Yeah. So I wanted to show off because we had the early access for the Metallica show. Right? So last time we had early access, I got this beautiful yellow M72 Yeti here. That's in the colors from the album cover there. And I was kind of saying, like, oh man, I hope we get black ones this time. And well, we didn't get that exact style, but we got this nice M72 black Metallica Yeti tumbler. Keeps my drinks nice and cold. Or at least it will after I finally get a chance to fucking wash it. But yeah, not playing Fortnite, not playing Minecraft. Not playing, what the fuck's the other one? Roblox, not playing that shit.
Roblox.
I barely play video games. I don't have time to. I say I don't have time to play video games, but I have replayed Super Mario 64 at least 3 times in the past week.
Yeah.
Full 120 stars. Then I played Super Mario 3 the other day, a couple of nights ago, because I was watching a video, and the guy's like, hey, did you know if you use a P-Wing on the last level, you can get Bowser, you can fight Bowser, and he won't be able to shoot fireballs at you if you do this? So I'm like, bullshit. And then I did it, and it worked. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. But then I had to, like, find an extra P-Wing, because usually my goal is I get 2 P-Wings, then I go to World 8, because I use one on that, like, level with all the flying things to jump on, and then I use it on the actual first, like, level that's not a ship or tank or whatever the fuck. Have I seen Trailer Park Boys? No, but I've gotten the gist of it from people. So
Me too. I haven't seen it.
it
Doesn't.
I don't watch a lot of stuff. I was talking to somebody last night. We were talking about all the different fucking streaming platforms and shit now that you need to watch. We were talking about hockey.
Yeah.
Because hockey, the NHL playoffs are not on ESPN Plus. It's like, well, what the fuck, man? The games have been on ESPN Plus all fucking season. Now it's playoffs, and it's like, nope, you have to log in with your cable provider to watch this game. Like, fuck, no wonder people steal content.
I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple.
I haven't seen an episode.
I've seen a couple. I'm not saying I'm a fan, but I've seen a couple of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never really watched it, but I know people who were into it. So
They don't really have cable, but my entertainment's the PlayStation and
yeah.
streaming stuff.
Well, since I don't have cable anymore, I'm reduced to stealing content that I thought I was paying for. Like, what the fuck, man? How are you gonna have we've got every game all season except for the ones that are televised in your area, and I guess technically these games are televised in my area.
Yeah.
But they're also on ESPN. So what the fuck? If I'm paying for ESPN Plus, why am I not getting ESPN content? Like, god damn it, man! I just want to watch the hockey games. Now I gotta sit here and I gotta fucking steal fucking hockey games. I just want, like, damn, just let me watch. James Hetfield was at the Leafs game last night.
What is he?
Yeah. Well, they're in Toronto tomorrow. Tomorrow
so
and
he-
Saturday.
So you got a day off.
Yeah.
Go watch the game. Nice.
Well, I know Dennis was kind of hoping they would do a secret show here because they had 4 days in between shows between Syracuse and Toronto. So it's like, is he actually going to go? Are they actually going to fly the fuck back to California, or are they going to stay here? Maybe they'll do something here. So we were like trying to figure out if they were doing a secret show. So I'm asking like Google's AI, like, how do I find out if Metallica's doing a secret show? It's like, oh, you should keep an eye on venues and see if you see Metallica trucks around it. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, put a camera on all the fucking local concert venues and see if I see a fucking Metallica truck pull up? Like, I don't think that's the way it works. Pretty sure they didn't do a secret show because we would have heard about it by now. 2, he was in Toronto last night, so if it was happening tonight, he wouldn't have been in Toronto last night.
Well, give me a break.
Yeah.
They don't need to play every day. They're getting old.
This was their first fucking show. Thursday. It was the first fucking show of the year.
They're almost pushing 70 here. Come on. Give guys a break.
These guys go harder than most fucking like younger bands I've ever seen. Especially Killswitch Engage. That show fucking sucked. It did. Not a knock on Killswitch. It was a knock on like it was the last night of the tour and they wanted to go the fuck home. And you could fucking tell. And then Anthrax came out and blew them the fuck away.
Anthrax blows anybody away.
Dude, yeah, no, it was Rochester. It was the Dome in Rochester. It was Killswitch Engage and it was Anthrax. I forget who opened, but there was an opener.
Did you catch Flavor Flav at WrestleMania?
No, I didn't.
They showed him on camera.
Yeah, no, I didn't see him.
Flavor Flav.
I saw a bunch of people I had no clue who the fuck they were.
Me either.
Like
Some of them I did.
they put a camera shot right on this one guy. I'm like, who the fuck is this doofus? And it's like, oh, this guy's a UFC bantamweight fucking champion or something. I'm like, who? Like, I never heard of this dude. And then they cut to like, oh, and here's this rapper. Like, okay, never heard of that guy either. And here's this singer. Like, nope, never heard of her either. George Kittle's right behind her though.
Give him a shout out.
Yeah, he got a shout out on night 1. I didn't see him get a shout out on night 2. Which
Ice Cube's son was there.
I didn't see him either, or I just
He
didn't.
was
know who
on
he was.
night 1. They showed him on night 1.
Which, by the way, 49ers pay George Kittle. I don't give a fuck how much he's asking for. Just pay him. Anyway, that's my favorite player. I might fucking follow him to another team. He's my favorite fucking NFL player ever, besides maybe Joe Montana. But
Do you guys think that
Elon will become the Pope? No. Techno Pope.
Techno Pope,
Y'all should elect me Pope.
like you Pope?
I should be the new Pope.
Oh, have the barbecue. They will agree with me. Leland will agree with me. Oh, hell, the barbecue. Hey, I got nothing to lose. I'm already going to the fucking table.
You guys somehow get me elected Pope, then I will fucking figure it out.
Layla, you heard it first. Joe is running for Pope. Oh, hell, the Pope.
Yes, ma'am. I should be
Think
the new
so,
Pope.
Joe.
And let me tell you,
Get the pancake. Get it going.
Joe 2025. let me tell you why I should be the Pope, okay?
Why?
Because my ex-wife was a Christian,
Yeah.
went to church, all that shit. She said I knew the Bible better than she did. So I clearly know the Bible better than Christians. So I'm sure I probably know it better than Catholics. So, you know, they're all one and the same. It's not a knock on your religion, bro. Don't get me wrong here.
Honestly, you probably know more than me. I haven't been to church since I was 7.
Okay, then.
Except for weddings.
So my point is, I know more about this religion than the people who practice it, so you might as well make me the head of it.
We got a winner here.
Right? Am I wrong here? Like, make me the head of it.
A pope that's in a punk band.
Oh, the punk rock pope. Yes,
punk
let's
rock
make it
pope.
happen. Let's make it happen.
You must show us the problem as a pope. I already picked out my outfit. I can't wait.
Oh, man, I
can't wait.
I haven't yet. Leland's here for it.
Yeah, you get. Let's get the what would they call it? I can't think of the word. Get the pan.
The what? I don't know what you're talking
running
about.
for president. We got to get the. You're running for pope. We got to get everything going. We got to get signs. We got to get buttons.
Does that make John my bishop? Sure, why not?
Yes, I'm a bishop. Yes, we got to get the pan. I can't fucking say the word. I can't say the word.
I don't know what you're trying to say, so I can't help you.
Pancake.
The pancake?
We're making pancakes.
John's making pancakes.
You make the signs. I'm running the pancakes. And then we're cream and the syrup. Whatever you call it.
Yes, I'm running for pope.
Yes.
I will be your punk rock pope.
Yes.
I mean, I figure a lot of these people who follow these, these religions based on Christianity, be it Christian or Catholic or, whatever. I feel like a lot of them just completely don't understand what the fuck Jesus said in the first fucking place.
You got a lot to talk about.
Hence why we have, all these religious zealots going around like, yeah, now that Trump's president, we can be as racist as we fucking want to be. We're going to hate everybody. Because, that's totally what Jesus preached, right? Was hating everybody instead of loving everybody like Jesus actually fucking preached. Anyway, POTUS Triple X will work with Jope to create Christianity the musical.
Yes.
Can Maximo be the minister of metal? Sure, why not?
I see buttons. I see T-shirts. This is the gold mine right here.
Punk rock pope right here. Anyway,
He's a punk rock pope. I see. And then for he's gonna go on stage and talk 15 minutes about the gin blossoms.
fucking. Nick Lucido and I were talking about the gin blossoms the other night. Nick, John, Gabriel Lucido. We were on the way back from.
Always got tired about the gin blossoms.
We were on the way back from. He played an open mic. He was driving me home, and we got the gin blossoms came on, and he was like, "Man, I really like the gin blossoms." He's seen the gin blossoms, and I'm like,
I wish I seen.
And I told him the story of Bowling for Soup talking about the gin blossoms. Pope Joseph, punk rock Pope.
Punk rock pope. Get on the ball with it. It's happening. It in the name of Girl Monsoon. It's a happening.
Yeah. I mean, dude, God is gonna so strike me down for this episode of this show.
Hey, I'm going to hell with you, buddy.
It's bad enough. I
Think so, Pope. Think so, Pope.
God, if you're out there, buddy, I could use some money. My cat needs to go to the vet. Anyway. But yeah, sure. Punk rock Pope. Think so, Pope. And then every Wednesday we have the Think So Pope show.
We gotta get you the hat. We gotta get you the whole getup with the cane.
And I gotta wear Easter bunny ears under the Pope hat because South Park. Anyway.
Yes.
Hell have no fury like a human born.
This is great. This is good stuff. Good stuff. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I am offending so many fucking people right now, I'm sure.
Punk rock Pope hosts the barbecue.
I had somebody last night. Somebody came up to me who I did not know them. I've never seen them before in my life. They came up to me. They said, "Hey, how was Metallica?" I'm like, "Huh?" Like, Metallica was good. They're like, "Yeah, we saw you on the podcast last week." Like, "Oh, okay, that explains that." And then I saw the dude was wearing a Prairie Pavement t-shirt, and that was one of the bands we played. I'm like, "Oh, is that your band?" He said, "No, it's my son's band." Like, that explains why you were watching the podcast. Okay, cool. If you become Pope, you can bless Kevin Owens.
And you can bless him, put him through a table.
Yeah. I feel so bad for KO. He didn't get to wrestle this year at WrestleMania. He's probably going to miss next year, too. Yeah, he was, but he's probably...
I saw on Instagram him waving the Randy Orton when he's signing autographs. Hi, Randy, and Randy goes, hi. Breaking character.
I mean, it sucks that he didn't get the opportunity to wrestle on WrestleMania this year, but... You know, the bright side was somebody said his name and he appeared. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Me too. Me too. And it was funny that Orton did it too.
I could bless Metallica. I could bless John Cena. Yeah. Yeah. I could do that. So you could just show up at people's barbecue and bless people's family barbecue.
There you go. Thank you for coming.
I'm so going to hell. Yep. So going to hell. Well, in the words of Trent Reznor, if there is a hell, I'll see you there.
You can bless all the people I pissed off trying to back a trailer up.
Yes.
Forgive him.
Yep. If there is a hell, I'll see you there. So I had a issue with my tub earlier in the week, and my neighbor is my landlady's dad, so he came over and fixed it. And as he's working, I threw on some Johnny Cash for him because he's a huge Johnny Cash fan. Like all summer long, that's all I hear is Johnny Cash coming from the jukebox next door. And also, like, he's got a Johnny Cash museum license plate on the back of his truck. And so, like, I threw on some Johnny Cash for him, and then I made him a Johnny Cash painting. It came out like shit, but it still looked like Johnny Cash, so it was good enough.
Did you like it?
I showed it to him. He said, "Hey, that's big." He said, "That's Big Jim." Or no, not that's big. That's Big C. That's what he called him. Big C. Like, yep. Made it just for you, Rich. Except I did it with spray paint, and it was windy, and it was a terrible fucking idea.
Did he? You know, he yelled at you trying to get it in. Like he took forever.
He's knocking on the door. I'm like, oh, that must be Rich. So I walk up to the front of the house because back here I'm working. I walk up to the front of the house. I let him in. He says, "Yeah, wake your ass up." I'm like, I was awake. I was working. I had to come up. I had to walk up here. Like, he said, "Oh, okay." And then he fixed my tub. And
hey, this is the first show in a while that Joe didn't lock me out.
I was conscious of that today. I'm like, unlock the door. Do not lock it if I go back outside. Leave it unlocked. I had other shit on my mind, so I was like, I'm not fucking. Because, like I said, my cat might have to go to the vet tomorrow, and I gotta figure out how the fuck I'm paying for that. So, yay.
What's wrong?
Huh?
What happened to him?
She looks like she got punched in the face by Mike Tyson, dude. Like, her whole fucking, like, side of her mouth is, like, she got a fat lip. And I don't know. I looked at her just before I came back during the song break, and it was like, oh, man, what the fuck is going on? Like, so I got to get a good look at it, and I'm going to call my mom tomorrow and be like, Mom.
Does she like the vet?
She's never been to the vet.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna be pissed.
Oh, getting into that carrier is going to be fun.
She's not gonna like you. She gonna be pissed.
Getting her in that carrier is going to be a pain in the ass, dude. Like,
she's gonna fight you, you think?
So I saw her lip was like swollen or something. So I went to go pet her, and she let me pet her. But then when I got I tried to get under the chin, she went meow and ran across the room. Like, so trying to get her in that fucking carrier is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Have you ever tried?
No.
No.
So this is gonna be a first.
So you expecting her hissing at you?
Oh, I'm expecting her to be miserable. But first I gotta get a hold of my fucking vet, and I gotta get a hold of my mom to see if my mom will fucking pay for it, because I gotta pay an accountant, I gotta pay a lawyer, I gotta pay my landlady. So I've got about $500 to my name with about $1,700 in expenses over the next week. So
yeah,
she picked the worst fucking time to need to go to the vet. But I can't not do anything about it. Like,
it's getting worse and worse every day.
This is the first time I noticed it.
Oh, first time you noticed it?
I literally I was about to go take a shower, so I went in the bedroom to grab some clothes, and I saw her fucking lip was like swollen or whatever. And so now I'm just like, I'm waiting to see if she goes to eat some food, because I don't want the fucking poor cat to starve.
Yeah.
If she eats, I think she'll be okay, but if she doesn't go eat, then it's like, this has got to get fixed now.
Oh, does she? She's got to be
14. She's 10.
10?
Yeah. So I got to call the vet first thing in the morning. I got to call my mom and get my mom to pay for it because I can't pay for it right now. And I don't want to fucking call my mom and ask my mom for money because, like, I haven't talked to my mom on the phone in, like, a month. So I don't want to be that fucking kid who's, like, only talks to my parents when I need money. Which I was doing fine.
What?
On the phone. I mean, my mom, we interact.
Oh, text. Gotcha.
Texts and shit, but, like, you know, my family's not, like, super close like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
Like, you know, I love my mom and I talk to my mom every now and then, and I talk to my kid every now and then, but we're not in constant communication with each other. Like, I texted my kid last night and it was the first time I talked to her in like a week. And I texted her because I was talking about Minecraft with a world famous fucking bass player, right? So so like we're not like super tight, super close like that, but like I also don't want to just call my mom because I need money. You know what I mean? Like because like trying to figure out how I'm paying this accountant, paying my lawyer, paying my landlady, paying this fucking National Grid bill that I got to pay by the 30th. Like trying to figure that all out. I'm like, I figured it all out. I'm like, all right, I know how I'm going to pay all this shit.
Yeah.
But then I wasn't counting on my cat getting sick. So like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to fucking be like, Mom, I need money again. Because she paid my first payment to my lawyer. So.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I feel terrible that I'm probably going to have to reach out and be like, Mom, I need money. I'm going to frame it as like, hey, one of your grandcats needs money. I don't know. Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Yeah, hopefully she's okay, because I was like not expecting that. So, but yeah, I mean, this accountant's going to cost me over $500. I owe my lawyer $500 for the month. My landlady $500 for the month. I owe $119.65 to National Grid by April 30th. This is a $725 job I'm working on right now, so that's going to cover the lawyer, and then I'll get paid probably enough by time rent is due, and I'm going to pull a working capital loan to pay this fucking accountant whenever he's ready with my shit. So, yeah, I hope she'll be okay too. I mean, I literally saw her right when I went to go take a shower before the show. And it's just like she was fine last night as far as I know, so hopefully she's able to eat or something. I'll give her some wet food or something after the show, but yeah. But yeah, so hopefully hopefully it's nothing, and hopefully it's not super expensive, and hopefully my mom will be like, okay, we'll loan you this money this one time. Like, all right, cool. I know I already owe you $1,400, but you know, and hopefully the vet will fucking take a card over the phone.
Yeah.
Because my mom don't have like Venmo or anything, you know. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated on social media. So whatever, you know, I'll tell you guys directly, because you know I don't post a lot of personal bullshit on fucking social media. So anyway,
yeah.
One last song to play here.
Yep. Hopefully everything's all right.
So I was asked if you and I are going to this show on Saturday. I don't know what you got going on Saturday, but
What's the show?
so it is Photo City presents Sevagoth, Thinning the Veil, Misery Falls, Atlas Rain, Lacerate, and the new Fury at the Evening Star. Saturday, April 26th, 18 plus, ID required, no ID, no entry. Doors open at 6 p.m. Get your tickets at a bunch of numbers, eveningstar.eventbrite.com. Just find the Facebook page. Anyway, that's at Evening Star, 8810 Niagara Falls Boulevard, Niagara Falls, New York. Sam has asked us if we would go to the show, and I told him I would bring it up to you. And I think I completely forgot to mention it to you until right now. So
we will be there.
Okay, I guess I got
We
plans.
will fucking be there.
Guess we got plans Saturday. We'll be
I
there.
promise, bro.
All right. This is Atlas Rain. The song's called Moonlight on LWNY. Think So Joe Show.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I fucking got today.
And we'll see
See
you
you next week.
See you next week.